14.5. Question number 1. Draw AB of length 7.3 centimeter and find its axis of symmetry. So you know that the axis of symmetry of any length, any line segment is its perpendicular bisector. So here we are required to find out the axis of symmetry. So we will draw perpendicular bisector of 7.3 centimeter line segment. Now let's draw it. In question number 1 of exercise 14.5, first of all draw AB, which is 7.3 centimeter. So here it is 7.3 centimeter. AB we will draw line segment AB of 7.3 centimeter. Now after this AB, this is 7.3 centimeter. Now it is written that find its axis of symmetry. Axis of symmetry means which will divide this into two equal parts. Now take more than half. Now I have taken more than half of the line. Now draw first arc here and the other arc below the line and first arc above the line. Now from the second arc you will draw from A and then downside. Now you will join these 2 points. These 2 points you will join dotted line. This dotted line is the axis of symmetry, because this is the perpendicular bisector of the line, so this is also the axis of symmetry for the line. This is question number 2. Draw a line segment of length 9.5 centimeter. Construct its perpendicular bisector. So here we will find the length. Here we will draw the length 9.5 and then directly we will draw perpendicular bisector of that line. First of all, in question number 2, you will draw a line which is 9.5 centimeter long. This is 9.5 from 0 to 9 and then 0.5. You can name it any because name is not given. So here you can write Y or here you can write X, and this is 9.5 centimeter. After this, construct its perpendicular bisector as in question number 1 we have drawn. Now in second we will also draw. Take distance in your compass more than half. This distance means more than half you will take, and then make arcs, one above the line, second below the line, and from the X again above the line, and from Y and from X one below the line. Now you will join these 2 points, and this is the perpendicular bisector of the line. This line is the perpendicular bisector. Label it. Draw the perpendicular bisector of XY whose length is 10.3 centimeter. Then take any point P on the bisector drawn. Then examine whether PX is equal to PY or not. And then its B part also. If M is the midpoint of XY, then what can you say about the length MX and XY? So let's draw it. This is question number 3, exercise 14.5. It is written that first of all we are required to draw a line which is XY 10.3 centimeter. Now we will draw a line 10.3 centimeter XY first. Here we will write 10.3 and this is Y and this is X. Now draw a perpendicular bisector of line XY. Now you are required to take more than half distance in your compass and then draw arc from Y, one upper and one lower arc, and then other arc from X, upper and then lower arc, and then we will join these points. One point is here, other point is here. Now we will join this. This is perpendicular bisector of the line XY, and after this it is written take a point P on the bisector drawn. So we will take a point P and then join P and X. Then we will join P and X dotted line, and then join P and Y also. Now we will measure this, examine Px is equal to Py or not. So we will measure this Px is equal to Py or not. So here you can see Px is 5.7 and here Py is, it is also 5.7. So this is our examination that Px is equal to Xy. Then we will write here, yes, Px is equal to Py. This is first part, and then other part, it is written M is the mid. Here it is M is the midpoint of the line. So definitely whenever this is perpendicular bisector, this means this will divide XY into two parts. So definitely MX is equal to MY, and when we measure it, then they also equal. Now this is question number 4. Draw a line segment of length 12.8 centimeter using compasses divided into 4 equal parts and verify by actual measurement. So this we will verify by the measurement also. Now let's draw it. Now draw a line segment of 12.8 centimeter, and then using compass we are required to divide this line segment into 4 equal parts. So first of all, draw a line of 12.8 centimeter. This we have drawn the line of 12.8, and then we will write one side X, this is X, and this will be Y, and this is 12.8 centimeter long. Now here we are required to divide this line into 4 equal parts. So take more than half, and then we will mark first of all one upper arc and then lower arc, then from X upper arc and then lower arc. This is the perpendicular bisector of the line. Now we will join these points. Now this XY is divided into 2 parts. Now we will take this point as P. Now according to question we are required to draw 4 equal parts. Now it is only 2. Now we will draw the perpendicular bisector of PY. Take more than half and draw one arc, upper then lower, and then from P upper arc and then lower arc. Then we will join the line, and this line divide PY into 2 equal parts, and then from P one upper arc, then other lower arc, and then from X one upper arc, and then other is lower arc. Now here it is also divided into 2 parts. Now you can see this line is divided into 4 equal parts, and we can name it as, this is Q, this is R. Now question is asking also verify by the actual measurement. So we will measure one by one all parts. Now here you can see this is 3.2, this QP, this is also 3.2, this PR, this is also 3.2, and this RY, this is also 3.2. Now here you can see this line is divided into 4 equal parts of 3.2 centimeters, and if we plus these 3.2, then what we get? 12.8. Now you can see this is verified. Now question number 5, with PQ of length 6.1 centimeter as diameter, draw a circle. So first of all, here we will draw a line segment PQ, which is 6.1 centimeter, and it is a diameter, so we will bisect it to get radius, and after radius we will draw a circle. Here we will draw PX is equal to 6.1 centimeter. Now this is PX, PQ 6.1 centimeter, PQ 6.1 centimeter, and this is diameter of the circle. So we will divide this circle into 2 equal parts, this diameter into 2 equal parts to get the center of the circle. One upper arc and the lower arc from P and Q we will draw, and then we will join this line. This is the perpendicular bisector of the line, and after this we will get the center of the circle. This is O. Now after this O and P we will take in our compass, and then we will make circle. Now this is the required circle of diameter 6.1 centimeter. Now first of all, draw a line 3.4 centimeter long. 3.4. After that we will draw circle of 3.4. Then it is given that draw a perpendicular, draw a chord AB. So we can draw any chord. Now here we are drawing, this is AB. Then we will join. Then we have to make perpendicular bisector by taking more than half. One arc upper side, one arc down side, then upper side, then down side, and then we will join. Now here you can see that, is it passing through the C? Yes, it passes through C. And it is written repeat question 6, means first of all in question number 7 we will repeat the figure as we have drawn in question number 6, and we have to tell if AB happens to be a diameter. So there you can see in question number 6 AB is a chord, but here AB we are going to take as a diameter, and same process we will examine also as question number 6. This is question number 7. As question number 6 we have done the same question, 7 is also there. First of all we will draw a line of 3.4 centimeter as a radius, and then by this 3.4 centimeter we will draw a circle. This is of 3.4 centimeter radius. Right here, see, this is 3.4. Now question is saying that in question number 6 we have drawn AB as chord, but here you are required to draw AB as diameter. So here we have drawn AB as diameter, this B, this A. Now we will make perpendicular bisector of diameter. Take more than half, upper arc, lower arc, and then from A, upper arc and then lower arc. Now we will join these points. A dotted line will be made. Now you can see again this line is passing through the center. So in the conclusion we will write, yes, perpendicular bisector of AB is passing through the center. Now this is question number 8. Draw a circle of radius 4 cm and then draw any two of its chords and then construct the perpendicular bisector of these chords, and then where do they meet? This is to be examined by us. Now let's draw it. Now here it is written, draw a circle of radius 4 cm. So first of all we will draw a line which is 4 cm long. Now this is 4 cm. After this you are required to draw a circle of radius 4 cm. Take 4 cm in the compass and then we will make a circle of 4 cm. Now we have drawn this. Now it is written that draw any two of its chords. So we will draw two chords, one and then two other. Here we will write A, B, C, D, O, P. These names we can give ourselves. Now construct the perpendicular bisectors of these chords one by one. Now by taking more than half, we will make arcs. One, upper, then lower, again upper, then lower arc, then from B, upper arc, then lower arc, and from A, again upper arc, and then lower arc. Now we will join these arcs one by one. Join this. This is the perpendicular bisector of AB, and then we will join this. This is the perpendicular bisector of CD. Now question is asking where do they meet. So what we write, what can you see? Both the perpendicular bisectors are meeting at centers. Then we will write they are meeting at the center of the circle. So this is the conclusion. Now this is question number 9. Draw any angle with vertex O. Take a point A on its one arm and B on the another arm such that OA is equal to OB, and then draw perpendicular bisectors of OA and OB and let them meet at P. Now we will measure is PA is equal to PB or not. This we are required to tell. Now let's draw this. It is written in question number 9, draw any angle. So any angle we can draw. Now here any angle we can draw. This is angle. Now take a point A on its arm and B on the other arm so that OA and OB should be equal. So by this point O, we will mark two equal points. Now we have taken some distance in compass. Now this first arc and then other arc, so that these will be equal. This will be marked as A, this will be marked as B. Now we will draw the perpendicular bisectors of OA and OB. Take more than half distance. Now here we will take more than half distance, one upper arc and then lower arc. Again from O, upper arc and then lower arc. Now we will join this perpendicular bisector and then this OA, upper arc, then lower arc and then again upper arc and lower arc. Now we will join this also. Now the perpendicular bisectors of both sides are drawn. Now it is written, let them meet at P. So this point is called P here. Now join PA and PB. Then we will join this P to A and P to B. Now it is asking that is PA is equal to PB. Now we will measure this. Here you can see this is exact 4 centimeter and this is also exact 4 centimeter. So yes, both the sides are equal. So we will write PA is 4 centimeter, PB 4 centimeter. Yes, PA is equal to PB.